Hi, this is Superboo3. Today we are continuing our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments playthrough. This is Case 3 Bloodbath, and we have just finished interrogating the suspects. Alan Phillips works at the baths, and he hasn't done anything that seems particularly suspicious. Mr. Garrow, he is short-sighted. He was the first one to discover the body inside the bath, but he's very short-sighted, and he seems to believe that he's cursed. He even said something about placing silver in the brassiere to protect them from the curse. The medication he's on can make him have hallucinations. Percival Blinkhorn, he is another archaeologist. He was a rival of Sir Rodney, so he may have had something to gain from his murder. He seemed very calm and collected through the whole meeting, which actually makes me more suspicious of him. Lastly, we have Gregory Pitkin. He owns the baths, I think, and he was planning on opening it and using it as a business. He said that the baths were working fine. It's a bit difficult to work out if Sir Rodney would have been getting in his way for making it as a business, so that's a potential reason there. On the other hand, he seemed to like Sir Rodney, but he doesn't like Blinkhorn. Neither of the other men seem to think that Garrow's suspicious despite the blood. Gregory Pitkin did mention that, he asked me, does having blood on his uniform make him appear guilty? So now we are continuing the case, and we're going to start looking for the murder weapon. So we're going to head back to the Roman baths. Okay, so we're here at the baths, and I've just decided to make a couple of deductions before we look further. So first off, he had stolen notes, which I think will come into the fact that he's been lying and keeping a few things secret. This could give someone a motive to kill him. Next up, I think the fact that Pitkin was fighting with Blinkhorn would suggest that is linked to the fact that Sir Rodney was very helpful. I'm going to go with this was Blinkhorn's humiliation, because he did mention several times that he didn't particularly like Sir Rodney. Again, we might change this later on, but we'll go with that for now. Okay, so I think it's worth considering the strange wound and the very liquid blood. Oh yeah, because there was water in the blood. I think this is an unexplained clue. The brazier and the broken glasses, which were on the side of the brazier. Okay, now that's interesting because Garrow mentioned he saw a golden weapon. Not sure what to make of that just yet either, but I guess we should carry on. Okay, so I've taken a look around at the baths and I can't find anything, and now I've just noticed opening my file that we can actually compare the map that we found in Rodney's belongings earlier to the map that's on the Baker Street wall. So we're going to go back to Baker Street and do that.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Okay, we just have to look for a suitable place on the big map. Where could this be?
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
So now we're going to St. Albans. Okay, so here we are at St
This
Albans.
archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here?
We're just going to run down here and look around. I'm going to check in this little hut.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to make of that, but that might suggest that there's a temple hidden below somewhere. Maybe that is what Sir Rodney was looking for. Okay, in the second paragraph, if you read that, it mentions that they used to burn or melt things. Now, the melting silver is why Garrow probably picked up on this superstition, which means he was probably fully aware of what Sir Rodney was doing. But that's interesting. Okay, so we don't know if the gold knife was actually the murder weapon, but the curved nature of the blade suggests that this was the murder weapon. On the other hand, Garrow also saw a golden knife. We don't know if he's hallucinating and imagine that part, but there's a possibility there. The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Okay, so I've left the hut and now I'm going to look around the area. Triclinium, I think, means dining area. I might be mistaken. My Latin's a bit rusty.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan, the god of fire and metalworking.
Okay, I'm going to be running and rubbing all of the walls just because it's the easier way to check that there's no prompts to examine things.
I don't need the ropes for now. And the way he says that makes it sound like he'll want ropes later. What's this?
Excavating tools, a bucket, shovel and brush.
This area is huge. I'm just going to run over to this side.
Construction hooks.
I wonder if these statues mean anything. And this would be the bull.
It is a broken statue of a bull. Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a statue of Minerva. The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city.
I think we're going to have to start asking people about some of these legends we found. I definitely think we need to ask Garrow. Not sure what to make of that either. Doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh wait, there's a document down here. Not sure what to make of that.
The gastrophets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
I think we're going to have to do a test.
Of an ancient Greek crossbow. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow. The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste. This railway is used to remove rubble from the site.
I've been doing a lot of running around. This is just to the left of where the statues were. I'm going to run down here because I noticed this wall which we can now use this R1 ability on.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
There seems to be a need for me to combine a few items as well, so we're going to find out about that shortly.
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman Baths in London. Someone took the time to hide the fresco, but what for? I need to visit this place.
Okay, after examining that area, we will go back to the Roman Baths and see if we can get access to the Frigidarium. We did unfold some things there, so I'm just going to try and see if Pitkin's complaint can be combined with this effective arrival letter. Okay, so we have got a new deduction. I'm going to go with Pitkin thought he could get money out of this, because he seems to be very money oriented, that guy.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
So we're about to enter the Frigidarium now. Okay, so here I am in the Frigidarium. I noticed that at the base of each of these pillars there's symbols. Now you can push them in, but 3 of them actually have symbols that you can see if you look there, and it seems to be on the helmet, the trident, and the Cyclops. Okay, so I've only got those 3 pushed in, so I'm just going to look at the trident. Oh, we can actually examine the symbols.
A hidden symbol.
There's only 3.
A hidden sign. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
That means we've got to press the L1 button. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to do, so I'm just going to try and move these around a bit and see if we can make the different shapes touch or something. Like those 2 look like they can touch if I position them just right.
The signs are pointing to this bust.
I feel extremely lucky here. That was quite a bit of well, the thing was there's actually a clear way to solve that puzzle. I didn't see it, and I've just gone for the brute force method, but it worked.
What is this place?
I am unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery. A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street.
I think this video will end
Peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would
off.
somebody have brought such a device here?
I'll end this video after we've gone back to Baker Street. Do the last bit of examination, then we'll draw our final deductions and conclude this case. I'm hoping we find the murder weapon here, although that's going to confuse me further, because in terms of the murder weapon can't be here, pretty much.
The god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Because if we have to find the murder
This
weapon.
fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
We have to find an item which could have been hidden by one of the suspects, so it should have to be in the actual baths, which is why I'm slightly confused.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb. The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
Oh, we can examine these pillars.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Okay, I'm just going to try and light all the pillars.
It resembles a bull. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea.
I'm guessing a Cyclops would be in the middle.
Mithras,
Oh right, the plate I just inserted in my imagination was the one from Sir Rodney's office earlier.
This shadow seems to represent a bridge. The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge. We cannot go any further.
Okay, it looks like there's actually more to this case than I expected. I'm going to head back to Baker Street and do some analysis. It doesn't look like there's anything else left here. So yeah, I think we should leave that there. Currently I'm not quite sure what to make of all of this. This is all getting more and more complicated. I'm guessing when we start looking at some deductions we can draw some more solid conclusions. We really need more evidence that actually indicates how the Rodney was killed, because without that, well, we're going to be completely stuck. Anyway, thank you for watching, and next time we will do some analysis at Baker Street and continue from there. Bye.